Hello everybody. Here in England we have 3 or 4 days now before we get out of this second lockdown, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to just go over one of the most fundamental things in our sport, and it's something that I haven't spoken about for quite a long time, and that is posture. And I've got a lovely, really easy 3-point plan to just check on your posture. Now, why would you bother? I can hear some of you asking. Well, quite simply, the way that you stand to the golf ball has a huge influence on how you swing the club. After all we can ever do is swing the club around our bodies. So it makes sense that the shape of our body at address is going to have a big determining factor on the shape of the golf swing. So, 3-point plan to check your posture. This will help those of you who've been kept off the golf links for over a month now, and for those of you who are somewhere in the globe and can get out and play, it's never a bad thing to check. So take a golf club. I've got a 7-iron here, and put the club along your spine. Now I'm holding it down here roughly at the coccyx. Now point 1 of a good posture is to make sure that this lower part of your back is as flat as possible. You don't want a big arch here because that is stressing out your body and it's not supporting the spine correctly. So point 1, you probably won't get it flat against this golf club, but you want the lower part of the back to be flat. You have the club running up your spine. Point 2, don't attempt to have the back of your head on this golf club. That's a really unnatural position for your neck. Allow your head to come away from the grip up there. So when you've got the flat back and your head is away here, just tilt forward from the hips and soften the knees. Now when you bring the club down, that is a pretty decent posture. Now there's one little thing to watch about with your head position, which I forgot to mention to you. When you're here, head a little bit away from the continuation of the spine, when you move forward, you never want to have your neck parallel to the floor and having your eye line perpendicular to the golf ball, because that position of your neck is going to be very restrictive for your shoulder turn. So what you want to do is you want the neck to be somewhere in between the straight up position and the flat position. Have it in between so your head can swivel easily. So that's point 2. We've got the lower back and we've got the head position. Now the third thing is, where is our balance on our feet? We don't want to be towards the toes. We don't want to be towards the heels. We want to be in the middle, more on the balls of our feet. So that if somebody were to come along from the front and tip you this way, you wouldn't fall over. Likewise, if they tipped you from the back, you wouldn't feel the need to walk forward. So you're balanced. Remember, you play from all sorts of slopes and all sorts of different terrain, so you need balance in golf. So get your posture sorted before you get back out in the golf course. Practice it a few times looking in the mirror. Your 3-point plan for posture: flat lower back, head in a relaxed position, neither with perpendicular vision nor with it artificially back, somewhere in between, and get that balance between the front of your feet and the back of your feet. If you can set up like that every time, you're going to swing the golf club in a much more consistent and effective way.